What's going on, guys? It's your boy JC, Nerdy Treasures, and you are watching Nerdy Treasures channel, and we're having OSI tonight. We have our special guest, HomeSpun Geek.
What's up, everybody?
So, if you have not seen OSI, here's a question I get a lot: is what OSI stands for?
What's up, everybody?
That's me. So, if you have not, shut up. So if you, this is a question I get a lot is what's OSI? OSI, if I'm a huge wrestling fan, which I think you are too, right? Homespun?
Yes, 100%.
AEW, there you go, buddy. So I'm a huge wrestling fan, and when somebody jumps in from outside, it's outside interference, and that's what OSI stands for. So OSI, I've got my friends on YouTube that jump in from outside, so they're my OSI. That's my version of a channel spotlight. So tonight we are going to be talking, since you're a wrestling fan, we will be talking a little bit about wrestling. I have a this or that game to do.
All right.
Just a little. First off, let's talk about your channel.
All right.
I know you're on the road to 800, which
Yep.
If you guys have been watching my channel, you would know that if Homespun hits 800 and the Luau hits 1K, I'm going to do a giveaway as well. I think he's got a pretty good giveaway as well. So why don't you explain that a little bit?
Okay. At 800 subscribers, guys, and we had Collecting Couple hit 600. So I added to my giveaway as well. So I'm going to be doing a big box of stuff to one person, then a Fraggle Rock Pop to a second person, and then another giveaway as well to a third person once I hit 800 subscribers. I don't have everything with me, but I do have this guy right here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, from Masters of the Universe. I have that. But yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff I'm giving away at 800. So, and then 900 after that will be even bigger. So,
yeah, I mean, you're at that every 100 you're doing a giveaway phase, and I kind of got out of that when I hit 1K, and now I'm trying to get back into it, I guess.
Right.
So, what I know you do your channel spotlights and you do some Funko. Why don't you explain a little bit about what your channel is all about?
The channel started off as just kind of unboxings and Funko. Funko is my biggest collection, but I wanted to do something about collecting and what I do. And I watched all of you guys plus Jetta Patrol and, all those guys. And I thought, why can't I do that? So that's why I started this. And then it's kind of just gradually become like mostly Funko because, everything else I just kind of pushed off to the side. So
I did that for a while. Like it was mainly Funko that I was talking about. I kept going Funko and Funko and Funko. And I was like, you know what? I need to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes over your life. It's an addiction.
Oh, it does. 100%.
Let's say hello to a few people in the chat. I know we got Christina Payne in the chat. How are you doing? Quick Draws in the chat. Alex Lopez, Alo from the block. Avery's in the chat. Hello, Avery. And Scratch and Go Crazy and Stephanie Mason. How y'all doing? So I know this was kind of a spring on OSI, but I mean, I've been planning it. I just haven't got the planning out onto YouTube yet.
Right.
So I try to do what I can. But how's your planning go? Like, does it take time out of your day?
Oh, for sure. It takes time out of my day. I do a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday I do my support Saturdays. And I edit every video. So the editing process takes an hour per video usually. When I'm recording, what you guys end up seeing is like half of what I actually recorded because I keep like stumbling over my words and I'm like, oh crap, I can't say that, or I'll cuss and I'll be like, no, I've got to cut that out. I try to stay as family friendly as possible, but yeah, I end up cutting a lot of stuff out of my videos. So if you see weird jumps in my video, that's what it is. It's me like, oh, I should have said that.
Well, I do that where you started doing your bloopers, and I was like, okay, I need to start doing that because like I do have a lot of funny bloopers when I do videos. Yeah. I'll smack myself a little bit and I'll cuss a little bit, but I try to edit out the cussing. But yeah, I think that's a really it's really cool and creative the way you do your videos, and I like that your editing is very family friendly.
Yeah.
What's up, Happy Lux, Falco Papahana, Kelly Zufelton here. How y'all doing? If you guys have questions for Ty Lock, put them down in the comment section or in the chat. If you are watching this later, go check out HomeSpun Geek. He is on the road to 800. What are you sitting at?
I have no idea. I haven't looked in a day or two.
Let's see. I know I did that little shout out the other day, and it didn't really do a lot, but it did something. You're at 788, so if we can get him 12 more, I'll be happy.
Me too.
I'm tired as well. This week is our Happy Lux. Thank you for asking. This week's been kind of crazy. The past 2 weeks, actually. The flooding in my area and the tornadoes that are dropping out of the sky like crazy is just killing me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Scratch and Go Crazy wants to know about our opinions for AEW. So let's go ahead and get into wrestling.
Okay.
Some ups and downs from WWE this week.
It was all downs. Baron Corbin, #1 contender. That's a giant down for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess AJ is really hurt, but if he's not really hurt and they just pulled him out for no reason, that was really stupid. Baron Corbin should not be the #1 contender. The only saving grace for that is it's in Saudi Arabia, so it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, it don't really matter.
Yeah.
Just like Dolph Ziggler being #1 contender don't really matter.
Yeah, but Dolph deserves more, I think. Dolph,
he does.
He's been around for a long time. I think he deserves a little bit more respect than he gets, but yeah, Baron Corbin does not deserve what he gets at all.
He does. He's a great Dolph Ziggler is a great heel.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he came into the wrestling business as a heel, and he should leave as a heel.
Yeah, and he's good he's good on the mic, and I respect him being good on the mic. I really like guys that can talk.
And sometimes he breaks kayfabe a little bit, and I like that.
Yeah,
he's the kind of person I like. What's going on, String Bean? So, Raw, I would have to say the best thing about the past week of WWE, it has to be the 24/7 title.
Yeah.
It's funny to me. I think it's the hardcore title back in the Attitude Era. That's what I see it as, is how Crash Holly had the 24/7 challenge on the hardcore, and they ran everywhere in the building. I think that's what R-Truth is doing, and Truth Run.
Yeah, I'd like to see it defended at a pay-per-view, you know, like they did in the old days with the hardcore title, and they had like 5 or 6 guys in the match, and there were shopping buggies and trash cans. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, and then it ended up being like 20 guys in the match.
Yeah, guys kept coming out.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be interesting. They said the last hour of both shows are going to be donated to that, so I don't know how that's going to work, but I mean, it's funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
So let's get to the topic everybody wants to know. Let's talk about AEW.
Yeah, let's talk about AEW.
All right, so I know I am a WWE fan from way back in the day, like early 80s.
Yeah,
like, here's the way I explained AEW to most of my friends that are wrestling fans. So AEW to me, do you remember back when you first started watching wrestling? Like the very 5 or 6 matches you've seen that you remember. It was like, what was it? Hulk Hogan, Macho Man. It was their excitement. And then here comes the Hardys, and they started jumping off the top rope with crazy moves and cruiserweights and crazy moves.
Yeah.
It's that excitement it gave you as a little kid. AEW gives you that excitement.
Yeah, it does.
And WWE has been faulting at that recently.
Yeah.
So
WWE is very stale to me lately. You always know Roman's going to come out and win. You always know it's going to be Roman, Seth, and a couple of other guys in the top, you know, and they just don't let other guys have a good shot at things. For my example for that is Finn Balor. Like, I feel like Finn Balor could be a top 10 guy in WWE, and they have kept him. I mean, he has the IC title right now, but that's as far as they've let him go since he won that Universal title that first time. So,
I agree. Universal title, it should have been his. when he came back. You
Yeah.
know, he came back from injury,
Yeah.
and it should have been his right off the bat. But
Right.
what's going on, Luau? There you go, guys. Luau's in the chat. If you guys go hit him up, we
Luau?
got to 1K. We got to get HomeSpun Geek to 800, and I'm going to do a giveaway. I'll give away a mystery box. Not one of my mystery boxes, but I'll give away a mystery box from a different company. What's going on, Judge Jack? Funko Nerd Starks in the house. How you doing, man? Joseph Grohl's in the house. We getting a little bit of a crowd in.
String Bean, Kelly Zufelt.
Kelly Zufelt's in there. Chino's Cakes, Luna. I guess you changed your name, brother. Welcome to the stream. Chino's Cakes. That's awesome. All right.
I agree with Jacob though. Braun Strowman needs a bigger push than he's had so far as well. How can this man not? How can he not have had any title at all?
It's true. He's had the tag team.
Well, he had the tag title for like a day with some little kid from the crowd. I feel like they should let the 24/7 belt run for a while and then put it on Braun, because who's going to go after Braun Strowman with that 24/7 belt? I feel like he could really go long.
I think that's what they're going to do, to be honest. That's the way they can play it out.
Yeah.
But I also want to say that something that struck me really big with AEW, their tag team division made me giddy. Like,
yeah,
the Lucha Brothers versus Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, Young Bucks, that was like the match. Like,
sure.
I was a old school Rockers and Hardy Boys, and like I said, I grew up on tag team wrestling, and when WWE kind of veered away from that,
yeah,
I needed something.
Yeah, I mean, they had that promo this week on SmackDown with Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan, where they literally said the SmackDown tag division is dead. I mean, they're admitting that their division is dead there. So, yeah, they really need to do something at WWE. I'm all for AEW, guys, but I still hold my heart still at WWE. It's like, you know, it's one of those things where I don't want to see them go down. Personally, no. I think Vince needs to possibly go, and then I think things could get a lot better.
I don't know. I know NXT is going to be run by Triple H from now on, which it should be. That's his baby.
Triple H and Road Dogg.
But I think Shane is supposed to be taking over after Vince is gone, and I think that's going to be about the same.
You think Shane's going to be the same?
I think
that's
it
possible. That's possible. I think it should be Triple H in charge of everything.
Everything I hear from like the interviews that I've been watching, like the big deep dishes and stuff like that on wrestling,
yeah,
Shane is just like his dad.
That's great. That's great to hear.
And I really do not. I mean, like I said, I'm a huge WWE fan. I've been a WWE fan all my life.
Yeah.
WCW didn't exist to me. So, I mean, I liked the Steiner brothers when they went to WCW better, but other than that, they didn't exist to me.
Right.
So, it hurts me to say I think AEW's got a better view on the future.
Yeah. Scratch and Go Crazy said, "What did you think about Cody destroying the throne?"
That had two meanings if you listen to his after hours interview, which is also cool because AEW is doing that NJPW thing where after every match they do an interview.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said that is because he wants to show wrestling fans he doesn't want that vice presidency like Triple H has. He wants to focus on the wrestling first, then sit behind a desk afterwards.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was a really shot at Triple H, but I think
it was a total shot. I think it was a blatant shot at Triple H. I mean, they had his like cross symbol on the top of that throne. Yeah. That was, I mean, he destroyed it with a sledgehammer. Like, it was clearly some shots taken in the night, you know. I thought it was okay. I thought it was bold, and I think these guys have, like, you know, they got what Vince always says. They got those brass balls over there. They, you know, like
going for the brass string. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the cojones.
Yeah.
So, or what do you call them? Grapefruits.
Grapefruits. They got the grapefruits.
So Alex made a good point. He says uh, WWE was his jam back in the day, so was WCW, but AEW got him back into wrestling.
Yeah.
That happened for a lot of people.
Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people.
Don't know who Nakazawa is.
Yeah.
Or don't watch All Elite or didn't watch the Being the Elite or on YouTube, which I strongly recommend you guys watch if you haven't watched it yet. Check out Being the Elite. It's all Nick Jackson's YouTube. But all these new faces coming out, it's just like old school wrestling.
Yes. I really enjoyed not knowing half of those guys that were there. Like, because you don't know what's going to happen with those guys. If you don't know them, you don't know what they can do. So,
I think that the one thing I said this the other night when I was doing my own little dish on AEW, I do think the one thing they could change is their biasness on their parts.
Right. With that, as far as the Elite goes, you mean?
Well, yeah, the Elite. Yeah, because SCU won their match.
Mm-hmm.
Cody won his match.
Right.
The Young Bucks won their match. The only one that didn't win was Kenny, and he got pushed over so Moxley could beat the crap out of him.
Yeah. Well, Jericho needed to win that match because Kenny beat him last time when they were in New Japan. So Jericho had to come back and win that match. So I'm glad that they let Jericho win that. But yeah, I agree with you on that. I kind of think I would have. I don't know if I wanted the Young Bucks to lose the belts, but I would have liked to have seen the Lucha Brothers win that match. Just because
I think they did just great with that one.
Yeah.
I think that SCU could have lost their match to Stronghold.
Yeah.
Stronghold.
Yeah.
But what's going on, Forever Freaky Funko? How you doing, man? What's happening, Anthony? So we're talking a little bit AEW right now, and I got Mr. HomeSpun Geek on the line with me. He's on the road to 800. So once again, I have a link down in the description for him. Go check him out. DDP, Tommy Dreamer, Dustin Rose, and Billy Gunn, plus all the newbies, made for a great mix. Very true.
Let's not forget about Glacier.
Glacier was there too.
I can't believe Glacier came out.
But you know who was also behind the scenes there, which really made me happy?
Who's that?
Dean Malenko.
Oh, yeah.
Dean Malenko's in the backgrounds running some stuff too, so I'm extremely happy about that.
Yep.
And you could see some of those moves in there too, so I'm happy about that. So that's our wrestling portion of this. We are going to play a little bit of a game. I got messages coming at me, sorry. So we're going to do a thing called This or That. And I'm going to ask you this or that, and you just tell me which one your preference is. And I'd like to comment or the chat to participate with this, if you would. Let me see here.
Hey, Glamour Funko.
What's going on, Glamour? How are you doing? All right. So, would you rather have a phone call or a text?
A text.
A text?
No, for sure. I guess it really depends on who it's from, but if it's from my mom, I want a text. Because I'll get stuck in a phone call for an hour.
I agree with that on some occasions. My mom, I know she comes in and out. I love you, Mom, but would you rather, while walking, be listening to music or a podcast?
I think probably, I guess it depends on the podcast, but I think probably the podcast.
I kind of like some podcasts. Like, I love a lot of wrestling podcasts, actually.
Yeah, me too. I like to listen to people talk about wrestling.
Yeah. Let's see here. Would you rather have new clothes or a new phone?
A new phone.
New phone. I'm cool with phones. I would rather have clothes all day.
I say I get a lot of clothes from Pro Wrestling Crate, from Loot Crate, I get a lot of clothes. So, but I haven't bought a new phone in like 2 years. So I think
I get a phone every year. I try to get a new phone every year. So, would you rather be a passenger or a driver?
Driver. 100%. Yeah, I can't. I hate riding.
I like to drive short term, like in the
Yeah.
city. But if we're gonna go long, I'll drive for like the first 15 minutes, but you gotta take over after that. I'll start falling asleep. I'll be like, no, I'm done.
I think mine's all about control, man. I get this like edgy feeling, like, oh man, these people don't know how to drive. I mean,
But my wife knows how to drive, so
yeah.
I'm happy
I
with
mean,
that.
everybody I've ever ridden with, and I've never been in an accident before, but I just feel like, oh, this is gonna be it, man.
Nerdy Mama, she's like, she does 90 nothing on the highway. Like,
Yeah.
she knows where all the cop stops are too. So, all right. So, would you rather? We got some drivers in there. We got some passengers. So, would you rather have candy or popcorn at a movie?
Popcorn.
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 What about the chat? I think I'm a candy person.
I say popcorn just because, like, since I was a kid, it's always popcorn at the movies. You know, I can't. I hate watching movies in theaters without popcorn.
I mean, I do both honestly, but I'd rather have candy if anything. So, Stone Cold or Hulk Hogan?
Oh, that's freaking hard. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Because I've met Hogan and I haven't met Stone Cold, but if I meet Stone Cold, that might switch.
Is he a nice guy? Because
Oh yeah, Hogan was the only guy that I've met that I didn't really think was like into it was Kevin Nash. But Hogan was really nice. Scott Hall was really nice. We
When
met
did
Mick
you meet
Foley.
Kevin Nash?
I met Hall, Nash, and Hogan all in the same weekend in Houston.
Like,
they were at a sports event. Well, not a sports event, but there's like a memorabilia store that has autograph sessions every couple of weeks, and they had all three of them one weekend. And so we went. It was not cheap though.
yeah, but Nash, like, he used to be such a nice guy. Then he had like this big car wreck in Florida. And,
Yeah.
like, after that, he was done with everybody. Like, his back hurt, so he was a
yeah. I mean that might be what it is, because it was only, I think it was in January or February that we met them. He just like was very. I'm not saying he was rude. He was just really quiet and didn't seem like he wanted to be there. But Hall and Hogan, they were very, very. They talked to everybody for like a while. So everybody asked Scott Hall about AEW while we were there, and yeah, I don't know if he was cautious of what he was saying or what, but yeah, he basically kind of backed to AEW. So it was kind of surprising.
I mean, most of the wrestlers are back in AEW because that's where the money's at now.
Oh yeah.
And everybody's realizing, I know we're back on wrestling, but everybody's realizing that there's freedom outside of WWE now.
All right. So, there's another choice.
Yeah. So it's not just WWE or home. So pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Waffles. I got to go with waffles as well. I want to see some of these answers in the chat as well. So, all right. The one that ends relationships. Is your toilet paper going over or under?
Over.
Over? It's got to go over for me.
Under?
It's got to go over. It's got to go
over. I mean,
so
I'm pretty sure scientifically been proven that it's supposed to go over.
A lot of people will say under, and I don't agree. See, there goes Scratching Crazy. Under. No. All right. Pepsi or Coke? Pepsi or Coke?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. That's fair enough.
I'm in Texas, man. Dr. Pepper is the life here. We bleed it.
So I moved here. I'm not an Okie originally. I moved to Oklahoma, and it's like everywhere. Dr. Pepper. Yeah. So Pepsi, Coke. I've got a lot of Cokes. One Pepsi. I'm rocking with you, Kelly. Cryptics, I'm rocking with you. Everybody's got Coke. Let's see. Beer or wine?
Beer.
I gotta have a beer.
I can't drink wine. It's disgusting.
It is disgusting. I cannot stand that taste. And we were drinking, like, it was a couple of months ago. We were really drinking, and somebody brought out these things called Four Locos.
Yes. Oh God, that's like a heart attack in a can, man.
It tasted like wine mixed with liquor.
Yeah.
You had that fermented fruit taste, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Only like Moscato. Sorry.
Tequila.
I like Corona.
Corona. Yeah.
Corona's my beer.
Me too. Corona with a lime and some salt.
Oh, yes. Or Bud Light with mine. That's
Yep. Bud Light with lime.
Comic books or comic strips?
Comic books.
Comic books. What about comic books over comic strips? Like, I grew up on both, but I think I'd go with comic books as well.
Comic strips was all about like just the kind of cheesy, corny comedy. I like the adventure, the action in comic books. I think a little bit more.
I agree. So, Mr. Cryptic likes beer more. Blue Owl says comic books. Why do comic strips? Well, you can't ignore Garfield. Spider-Man started as a comic strip.
Yeah, there you go.
Car or truck?
Truck.
I know you're in Texas, so you gotta say truck. It's illegal if you said car there. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Last and not least, pepperoni pizza or cheese pizza?
Oh, pepperoni.
I gotta have pepperoni.
I think cheese pizza technically is for little kids, I think.
I agree with that. I go to this place called Top of That Pizza here. It's like Subway for pizza where you can pile all the ingredients you want on. I just make a little mountain of meat. So
yeah.
All right, man. Tell me a little bit what you got coming up in the future.
Let's see. So tomorrow, today's Thursday. So tomorrow I should have the species challenge video up. Saturday, I'm going to be taking a week off for Support Saturday because I just hit 30 episodes this past week. So I think I'm going to have a mystery box video Saturday. And then next week, I have no idea. I've got a ton of stuff that I have to open. So I'm sure I'll open something.
So, like I was saying earlier, you do that Support Saturday. What got you started on Support Saturday?
I just wanted to try to help people out. Like, I'm trying to think. When I was at like less than 100 subscribers, Funko Pops and Unicorns did a giveaway where she said everybody go over to HomeSpun Geek and subscribe and, leave a comment. And it got me to, 30, 40 subscribers. And I liked the way that felt for me, like somebody helping me. And I just thought that I could do that for everybody else. It's just something that I just like, we're all a community. We're all like a family. So why not help each other out? I know some people might be worried about other people taking into their time, but I don't care. So, I mean, I think everybody should have their fair play on YouTube. So
here's my, we're all on YouTube for how many hours a day? I don't know, but we all spend time on YouTube, and I like to help people out. That's why I started doing the new YouTube channel of the week, because like what you just said, it helps people out. It gives them that great feeling, like they can wake up in the morning and be like, wow, what happened?
Right.
And just to know that they're enjoying themselves on YouTube, that's all the worth it.
Right.
So it is the big community, and I love being in this community and everybody supporting each other. And it's something I have always enjoyed about this place, being around these people. My little community family, whatever you want to call it. Right. So any future plans for HomeSpun Geek?
Just the same old thing. I'm going to keep opening boxes, mystery boxes. I'm going to keep doing support. Everything should be probably awesome.
I'm ready for you to jump on the recasting train.
Okay. I can do that.
What do you want to recast? Like, I'm down to recast anything, man.
Oh man,
What are
I
some of
don't
your favorite movies?
I don't want to recast my favorite movies. My favorite movies are like Goonies, Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah, Star
I,
Wars
I've
I like.
done I've done Star Wars. I haven't done Goonies yet, but
Yeah, Goonies would be a good one, especially the Fratellis.
oh yeah. All right, so that might be interesting to look at. So, what are some of your favorite TV shows, like growing up?
Oh, growing up, oh man. Uh, when I was a kid, all I ever watched was cartoons: Masters of the Universe, Transformers, GI Joe. Uh, when I got older, like high school, I was on the WB, Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Yeah,
all that stuff.
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek, Felicity. I don't know why I watched that stuff, but yeah, I was I was all about watching those shows.
Hey, I watch some chick flicks too, so I'm cool
Yeah.
with it.
uh,
Keto cakes. That's how I know you're Jacob because you just said that. Only, only Jacob would say maybe JC can win one. I've won several actually, so not too many, but several. Um, Hello, Alexander Perez. Welcome to the stream. Alexander is my next contestant on Dirty with Nerdy. And if I was going to say this, if you want to be the next contestant, I've got 2 spots remaining. If you want to be the next contestant on Dirty with Nerdy, we're trying to get HomeSpun Geek and Luau to their next goal. Luau is almost, I think he was something away from the 1K. And I'm sorry, I don't know what he's at right now, but and you were 12 away from 800, correct?
yeah, 12, I think is what we said.
All right. So if we can get them there, then at whenever we do that, that's when I will do my next drawing for who's going to be next with Dirty and Nerdy. If you don't know what Dirty and Nerdy is, I don't know if you've seen that or not, but I have this little dirty Santa Claus game that I play. I played it a couple weeks ago. I still got to ship most of that stuff out still. But I played it with a bunch of people, and they all won some really cool prizes. And it's pretty much Dirty Santa or White Elephant, and it's with Funko Pops. And I think the big winner, to be honest, probably was Cat D, who won an autographed Deku Pop. So, yeah. But if you want to be part of that, show some love, man. I mean, that's all you got to do. It's free to show the love, and I mean, it doesn't hurt you. So go hit up HomeSpun Geek, try to get them to 800. Hit up the Luau, we're trying to get them to 1K. I'm sure we will be on the way to 1K with HomeSpun Geek here pretty soon. So, do you want to say anything to the people before we head out?
I just want to say what I always say is thank you to anybody that does anything for me. Even if you click a like, just one like in one video, I just want to say thank you to all you guys because really it does mean a lot to me that everybody comes over and watches videos and just comments and likes and whatever you do. So,
Hey man, I mean, you have great videos. I enjoy watching your channel. I mean, if you're not watching HomeSpun Geek, you need to because he is one of the good ones in our community. Uh, Hello, Rod Pops. I'm sorry I haven't been paying attention to the chat. I apologize. Thank you guys for my mods for hooking up my chat. So I want to say, like I said, been saying this whole time, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for doing this with me. I got to get out of here just a few minutes because I got to get back to work. But my new YouTube channel of the week got changed this week because I am trying to help out both the Luau and Homespun Geek, and that's my new YouTube channels of the week. So if we can get them to their goals before Sunday at 11:59, I will be doing a bigger giveaway. Plus, you get a chance to enter for Dirty with Nerdy. So go check them out. That is all I have. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I gotta say it. Happy hunting because it's worth it. Peace out. I'll catch you guys later.
later, guys.